my kids ever balled up, yeah. I shed some tears when I rushed. Be hurt inside, no one notices. Can't let them give me no notices. Just skirt on the ladder, no glow. When that money ain't talking no win. My piece is hitting like I got a pin. I know.
The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Down low, George. Strong finish for Paul George. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Short jumper, won't fall.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Celtics have it. And a throwdown.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Jaylen Brown. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To George. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Cantor. Shot from the lane won't go. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Shot by Love, off the mark.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Shot by Brown, off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Love to Paul George. Short jumper stays out. To Cantor. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Won't go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. Mitchell with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Kevin Love missed his first. That one goes.
Contact on the drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Cantor. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. Time for some new personnel into the game. To George. Look out. Big finish at the rim. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
To Marcus Smart. Boston with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. To Paul George. Enes Kanter sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Enes Kanter. Shot clock violation. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Turnover gives them the possession. Mitchell with it up top. 8-2 our score. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Trey Burke, tough matchup against George. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect from in close. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To George. It's rebounded by the Celtics. To Griffin. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. 5 on the shot clock. Smart shot, no good. Mitchell with the basketball. Leads 5. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Screen coming. Griffin. Can't miss those. George to Brunson. Cleans it up. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Boston with the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Here comes the screen. George lets it fly. Not that time. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Paul George over to the right side. To Paul George. To Brunson. Short jumper misses. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. He gets it.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Shot clock winding down. Has a look. Berg shot off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
From the painted area, won't go down. Brunson. Here comes the screen. Not that time. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Not that time. Brunson to George. To Brunson. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Here comes the screen. Boston with 4 to shoot. Berg shot off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Off the mark. Well contested. The pass set it all up.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Tatum. Smothering D. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. Down low for Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Tristan Thompson rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Hey, lock up.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Paul George. To Marcus Morris. Knicks with 4 to shoot. PG lets it fly. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Shot misses there by Smart.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
The jumper's off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To Marcus Morris. Able to convert inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one.
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
The Knicks. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
the face. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my say. I be close to saying, I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA.
Still screaming free the fam, they coming home now. All this up on my I got a now. How you real, you can't even walk through your hometown. I'm barely home now, on the road now. All in the MIA, oh, like the boy, you get no love, you get stands 10 toes down. My go down, rats can't fold down. My your dough down, we ain't gon' put on the fourth down. We on the hunt, we want more now. We're from the jump, we on now. Swear no more gon' broke now. Might do a show in your town. Wait till I bring that. I'm on no road bounce.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money, I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying, I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA, all up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers, that's my gang. And all up in my space, just getting in the way. I got like 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? And I got 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? Please, on the block that from deep like KB. Every night they, but please don't call them shady. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I got too much on the face, so please don't try to me. I gotta for the look, already got good. I got a team full of and really gotta look crazy. I put in a cup, yeah, but that's my baby. I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money, I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said.
Won by the New York Knicks. Brunson. Just not going down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Knicks with the basketball. Brunson. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Boston with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
George. Here comes the screen. To George. Has a look. George with a shot. No good. To Marcus Smart. To Jaylen Brown. Shot from in close, no good. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Jaylen Brown. To Cantor. The shot, almost.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Here comes the screen. Paul George. Nice pass to get things going.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Brown with it up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. To Cantor. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you got to be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
First one, count it.
Good shot, bro. Good shot.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Deep left corner. Here comes the screen. Great feed, sets it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Brunson. And it's cleared by Thompson. Brown into the front court. Leads one. Looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
To Paul George. To Brunson. From long range. Brunson forced that one. Well defended. Thompson on the drive, but his shot rims out. Mitchell with the basketball. Down 3. Shot from the lane won't go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
From the painted area, won't go down. Can't connect from inside. To Brunson. George, his first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Missed the foul shot. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Brown with it up top. Down a point. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Brunson. Short jumper misses. To Marcus Smart. Tatum. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
I got ball.
To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Deep two there, won't go. George. To Brunson. 5 on the shot clock. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Brunson to George. Off the assist.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Oh, it's going the other way. 5 seconds. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. George. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. Slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
To Paul George. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Screen coming. Fires the three. Now that's a contest. Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Oh, he had it. Here comes the screen. A lot of contact, no whistle.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Nice finish at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Wade. Here comes the screen. To George. Has a chance. To Marcus Smart. To Jaylen Brown. Fine to shoot. Brown to the basket, but his shot won't fall.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Burke with it. His team up by one. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Marcus Smart at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Timeout here for the Knicks as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Mitchell with it up top. They're down 3 to Drummond. Burke with it. Looking to make something happen. To Griffin. To Jaylen Brown. Andre Drummond with the block. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Jaylen Brown trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. Brown's free throw good. And the Celtics add one more to their lead. Mitchell with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Marcus Morris. New York with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
To Jaylen Brown. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
That's the end of one here in game number 3. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
To Marcus Smart. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Shot misses there by Smart.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Kevin Love, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Tatum buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Love. Kevin Love, he's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Drummond. Short jumper won't go down. Burke with it. His team up by 7. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Trey Burke. Rebound taken by the Knicks. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebound, Jason Tatum. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Marcus Smart. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Possession lies with New York. To Drummond. Shot from the lane won't go. To Griffin. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
To Drummond. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
To Jaylen Brown. And a throwdown.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Screen coming. Brunson to Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Short jumper off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Drummond to Love. Nothing going here on that drive. Love. Knicks with 4 to shoot for 3 and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Marcus Smart. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Free throw try, off the mark. Celtics have it. Trying to cash in. Tatum shot misses. To Love. Brunson to Love. The big fella, Andre Drummond. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
To Marcus Smart. Boston with 4 to shoot. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Boston with the basketball. Great pass to set it up. And his canter above the rim. Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. It's Boston with the rebound. To Marcus Smart. Work it down to Brown. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Here's Drummond. Rebound for Smart. To Jaylen Brown. To Marcus Smart. You've got to get that one to go. To Drummond. To Love. No, I missed a short one there. Takes it coast to coast, and a strong finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Caris LeVert has got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Ball's controlled by Boston. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Mitchell with it up top. Down 12. To Marcus Morris. New York with 4 to shoot. Another chance. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Finish that. Here comes the screen. Can't miss those. To Marcus Smart. Marcus Morris sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Griffin goes to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Problem City.
The Knicks clear the board. Deep right corner. Beyond the arc for 3. Shakes free and hits.
That move right there, that seeps into the defender's psyche. Let's just hope his feelings didn't get hurt as well on that play.
Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Jaylen Brown. Down to Griffin. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Mitchell with the basketball. 9-point margin. Knocked loose. And counted at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Mitchell with it up top. He'll run the offense. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Corner 3 at the buzzer. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we've reached the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Celtics are up after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. The Knicks were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Assists.
The New York Knicks are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
Tatum has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after 1 half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Brown into the front court. The lead is 11. To Griffin. Throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Jason Tatum snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nothing going here on that drive. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Brown with it up top. His guys lead here, early stages, 3rd quarter. Curling inside. And a nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Mitchell with the basketball. His guys down 11. Screen coming. Celtics have it. Tatum. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. To Marcus Smart. The screen sets him up for 2.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys down big. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Griffin. It goes down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Marcus Morris. Brown's got the rebound. Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Marcus Smart, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. Screen coming. Won't go. To Jaylen Brown. Baseline drive. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Love. Yes. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Kevin Love at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Boston with the basketball. To Jaylen Brown. Surveys the floor, able to convert inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George to Brunson. Shot clock winding down. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws.
Ooh, I like that. That's me.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Brunson. And a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Time to shuffle things up. To Marcus Smart. Passed it off. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Brunson. Here comes the screen. Brunson to Love. Kevin Love. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Marcus Smart. Has a chance. Shot by Thompson misses.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers. Because he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Short jumper stays out. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. To Marcus Smart. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Donovan Mitchell at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Mitchell. Count the triple.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Scores from the post.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Runner's good there.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Thompson. He's looking for that touch.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And that's going to get out of bounds off of Thompson. Substitution being made in this one. Brunson. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Celtics have it. Kevin Love with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Mitchell with the basketball. Down a bundle. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line. Donovan Mitchell has got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Count the bucket for 2.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
George to Brunson. Down to 5 on the 24. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's now 4 for 6.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To George. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Celtics have it. Easy path to the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Burke with it. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Paul George! Tips it. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Celtics way out in front. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
To Griffin. That's rebounded by the Knicks. New York in control of the basketball. Paul George, 4 out of 10.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Nothing going here on that drive. That's no good. Brown into the front court. The lead is 11. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Jaylen Brown. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Boston with the basketball. Turns and slams it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Nothing going here on that drive. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Burke with it. His team on top by 13. To Griffin. To Brown, down low. The pass set it all up.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Down low for Griffin. With the flush, taking on all comers.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Brunson. 4-3. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And the finish at the rim.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And he throws it down. Andre Drummond with the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Burke with it. The lead is 15. From the painted area, won't go down. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Mitchell. Man, that was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Jaylen Brown. Trying to cash in. Shot by Brown off the mark. To Paul George. Has a look. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side, given how they're defending.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Jaylen Brown. Gets it in the left corner. From long range. Off the mark. No good. New York Knicks basketball. George goes to the right side. Nothing going here on that drive. To Love. Kevin Love. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay. To George. Fires the three. It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for three. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To Love. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Nice swat that time.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Not that time. Throws it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Paul George. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Timeout Boston as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Marcus Smart. To Jaylen Brown. Had a chance, but it's no good. And finishes strong.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
To Jaylen Brown. Count the basket inside.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Knocked loose. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Brown with it up top. The advantage is 13 points. No good. Slam dunk.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Mitchell with it up top. His guy's down 11. Nice pass to set things up.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Cantor. Short jumper won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Nice pass to set things up. And his Cantor above the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
A pass taken away by the Celtics.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
And draws contact. So, it's Griffin going to the line for two.
Aggressive. Play there, but you can't.
The Celtics. On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money, bun everybody. Painting wife, call Bonita something. Bang, bang. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my? You're on the floor, I'm still holding my.
At this point, it's common knowledge. All you haters been abolished. You in the club throwing dollars, but I'm saving mine so my kids go to college. Or maybe whatever they wanna do. Just as long as they never say, Daddy blew $20 million. Ay, he had the flex to be acknowledged. Ay, he in the club throwing dollars and I cannot afford to send me to college. Ay, Daddy just wanna be loved, just like everybody wanna be accepted. Ay, but somehow he had neglected me and my mama for all of this rap. Ay, no, I can up with that. Ay, no, I can up with that. Who you know drop the album back and back and back and back and back and back again. I'm back again and snap again. And that ain't no other way to run it. Yeah, it's happening cause I've been living in a world of my own. Leave me alone, I'm in the zone where I've been prone to destroy. You cannot avoid this. Whack, have annoyed this. Yes, you know I enjoy this. Preach, yeah, I'm trying to reach everybody in the streets, putting words to the beats. Each one, teach one, yeah, I'm trying to reach one. Who the beast one? That be me on the top to the east one. Tell me how you really wanna do it right now. Turn up, shout out everybody, nobody heard of this, heard of us. We ain't going nowhere, it's a herd of us. Hold up, roll up. Levitated like I'm David Blaine. Living a dream like I'm David Ames. Talk all you want, we are not the same. Step in the spot that ain't know the name. So more albums my first week than Harry Styles and Katy Perry. That ain't a sign of the times, that I don't know what is, man. It's scary cause I've been blowing up like C4 and I'm 3 for 3 like a free throw. Anybody hating on the boy, take a step back and then now my phone blowing up like ring. Like ring, 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 ring. That Kevin Durant, I'm a champion. Check the numbers, I'm a champion. Can't sleep on the boy anymore, but the haters that love to hate gon' Star-Lord, champion. Know the name and they know the alias, that's for sure. Gave him 44, now here's 44 more.
Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Yeah. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That Styles P, that Jada, that Kendrick. Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. What is in there?
The damage that we do is severe. The reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year.
Them hit him in his blood and flew in the air. We put that work on commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Trying to sell to pursue my career. So I keep a tight circle, I don't move with the squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put 2 in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block for wears.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the D's.
Everybody back up, man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa. Let's go.
Ties and dope balls.
The opening tip won by the Celtics, and we're underway in the Garden. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Marcus Smart. Fights through traffic to slam it down. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Cantor. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
George. To Korver. And count the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
To Cantor. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Nice pass to set things up.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Screen coming. To Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go. To Cantor. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Knocked loose. Mitchell with it up top. They trail by 2. To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. For 3. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Oh, he's denied.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Possession lies with New York. Pass to the rim. And a pass stolen by Boston. Goes to the left side. Driving right to the basket. Brown to the basket, but his shot won't fall. The drive, right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. To Cantor. And it's Cantor. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Mitchell with the basketball. Down 4. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Cantor. No good. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Paul George. Mitchell buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Marcus Smart. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Korver. Mitchell. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
Donovan Mitchell with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Boston with the basketball. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Mitchell with it up top. Leads just a point. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Beyond the arc for three. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
New York in control of the basketball. To George. Jason Tatum pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Brown into the front court. 14-10 the score. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Our pass taken away by the Celtics. A mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He buries it.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Mitchell with it up top. Leads three. To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Cantor. And he's going to the free throw line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And his Cantor has got two shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Here comes the screen. No good. Defense catching the break. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
New York Knicks basketball. Screen coming. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Brown with it up top. Now down 6. Here comes the screen. To Cantor. And it's Cantor. 4 out of 7.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Mitchell. And the rebound pulled in by Brown. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots. A career 65% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Brunson, there's the toss. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Ball's controlled by Boston. You've got to get that one to go. Trouble getting the ball across half court. Time for some new personnel into the game. And the denial.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Mitchell with the basketball. Leads 5. Screen coming. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Celtics have it. And it's rejected.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And he finishes at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Burke with it. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. To Marcus Smart. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Driving right to the basket to Drummond. And a pass stolen by Boston. Nice pass to get things going. We're 1 quarter down in Game 4. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
4-3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Marcus Smart with a piece. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. Brunson gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from long range. Not easy.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Screen coming. To Griffin. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not going down here. To Love. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Shot from in close, no good. To Love. To Brunson. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Here comes the screen. To Griffin. Mitchell Robinson able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Mitchell with it up top. His team up by 7. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Whoa! What a finish! That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Boston with the basketball. Not that time. Mitchell Robinson snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Trying to cash in. Mitchell's shot comes up empty.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
They'll get it down to Thompson. Tristan Thompson with the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Mitchell with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. To Brunson. 3 seconds is the call. New blood coming in for both sides. Nice finish at the rim.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession now.
Knicks with the basketball. To Brunson. Takes stock of the floor. Brunson. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Down low Thompson. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Burke with it. They trail by 7. To Griffin. To Jaylen Brown. Griffin. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Brunson to Drummond. New York with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Burke with it, trailing by 10. Mitchell Robinson rejects it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Off the assist.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
To Drummond. Brunson. Mitchell. It's Cantor with the board. Celtics have it. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Mitchell with it up top. Up by 6. To Drummond. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Mitchell, tough shot. He hits.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Brown into the front court. 9-point margin.
You can do it.
Gets it in the left corner to Jaylen Brown. Great look and vision, and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
This, with the screen.
New York with 4 to shoot. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Brown with it up top. Trailing by 11. To Cantor. Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Brunson. Sizing up the defense. Brunson. To Drummond. From long range. That out of his range and no good. To Jaylen Brown. To Cantor. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Mitchell with the basketball. Up 6. Knicks with 4 to shoot. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Here's a chance from long range, and he knocks it down.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Jason Tatum at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. And the margin down to 8. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Donovan Mitchell. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Rose. To Korver. Nothing going here on that drive. Korver. Short jumper off the mark. 3-second violation. Knicks have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And look out.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Celtics have it. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one goes down. And he hits the second.
Oh, I see you've been working out, huh?
And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We reached halftime here in Game 4. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Knicks have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks. The Celtics would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Blocks.
The New York Knicks came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was Cole?
Forget Cole. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
The possession lies with New York. Timeout here for the Knicks, as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Substitution being made in this one. To Corver. Shot clock winding down. From the outside, no good.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
To Cantor. From the painted area, won't go down. Here comes the screen. Mitchell buries it.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
To Cantor. To Jaylen Brown. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To the rim. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Marcus Smart. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Marcus Smart, couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Corver. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Has a look. Shot misses there by Smart. Screen coming. To Corver. Mitchell trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Corver. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Marcus Smart trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Mitchell with it up top. His team leads it by 10. For three, they need something to go down. It's no good. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Mitchell, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To Jaylen Brown. Griffin to Jaylen Brown. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Boston with the basketball. Nice pass to set things up. Can't miss those. Mitchell with the basketball. The lead is 11. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Marcus Smart. Knicks come away with it. To Corver. New York with 4 to shoot. Mitchell. The hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Brown into the front court. His guys down big. To Griffin. Boston with 4 to shoot. To Marcus Smart.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Possession lies with New York. George. To Love. Doesn't get the bounce. Great pass to set it up. Short jumper misses.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for three. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Has a chance. Can't connect.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Cantor. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Enes Kanter has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Love. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They dared Kevin Love to beat them, and he did with the trifecta.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Time to shuffle things up. To Jaylen Brown. Not that time. Mitchell with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Celtics have it. That is great vision to set it up. Shot from the lane won't go. Mitchell with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To George. Down to 5 on the 24. 4-3. Tough shot. Well defended. Burke with it. Down a bundle. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Mitchell with it up top. He'll run the offense.
Get into it, get into it, get into it. Here we go.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Burke with it. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Brunson. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Nope, first one does not go. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. And the finish. Slam dunk.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Runner's good there.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shots. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Knocked loose. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. It'll stay Celtic basketball. To Marcus Smart. Fine to shoot. Has a look. Jumper's good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Paul George. Has a chance. Paul George. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. And finishes at the rim. Kevin Love with the stuff.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
3 quarters down, with the Knicks enjoying a sizable lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this 4th and final quarter. And they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
And scores. Strong take.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty. But this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Brunson to George. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George to Brunson. Mitchell. Smothering D. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
New York in control of the basketball to Brunson. Here comes the screen. Brunson. To Drummond. In the slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. And scores.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
I got ball. That's me.
Trey Burke matched up with Paul George. To Marcus Smart. Paul George! Huge block!
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Brunson. Drummond. George. Shot clock winding down. Short jumper stays out. To Marcus Smart. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Paul George. To Brunson. Off the assist.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Jaylen Brown. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Rose. Here comes the screen. Rose. And he throws it down. Andre Drummond with the slam.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Jaylen Brown. He gets it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Brunson to Drummond. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
New York Knicks basketball. Screen coming. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
To Jaylen Brown. Missed a wide open look. Jason Tatum sends it away. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jason Tatum. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Rose. Trying to cash in. Rose's shot off the iron, no good. Celtics have it. Tough make through traffic.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Korver. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Korver to Rose. To Korver. Short jumper misses. To Cantor. Has a chance. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Knicks with the basketball. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Drummond. Rose. Lets it fly from long range. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Tatum. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Drummond. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Here's Drummond. Can't connect. Brown with it up top. His guys down big. Not that time. To Drummond. Jason Tatum swats it. Going the other way. Boston with the basketball. To Cantor. Surveys the floor. Short jumper won't fall. To Drummond. Nothing going here on that drive. Finish that. Brown into the front court. Down a bundle. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Tatum. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he had it.
And that's next-level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
The possession lies with New York. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Reset here. Let's see what they do. George. Here comes the screen. Deep and a putback slam. Long key from three-quarters court. It's a victory for the Knicks. They've seized control of the 7-game series as they run out to a 3-1 lead. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Knicks added a win with today's solid victory. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks. The Celtics didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Game track. 3-point shooting. Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
The Knicks got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next